Last Friday, Bashir held their first Renaissance breakfast. There were 7 gold card holders, 29 silver, and 15 bronze. These members were served biscuits and gravy for their hard work before first hour began. September 8th, the band performed at Knox County Corn Fest, and their upcoming performances are September 29th in Rolla, Missouri. Canton Lady Tigers came to Brashear for their varsity, junior varsity softball doubleheader Thursday, September 6, 2012. Canton went quietly in the first inning, but Brashear got on board when Ashley Moncrief reached on an error and Shelby Salter brought her home with an RBI triple. Canton answered with a pair of runs in the top of the second to take the lead 2-1, but Brashear answered with 3 in the second, 3 in the third, and 1 run in the 5th inning to claim a win of 8-3. Shelby Salter went 3 for 4, and Mandy Taylor and Angela McKim were both 2 for 3 for Brashear. Sydney Sykes, Audrey Ruby, and Ashley Moncrief also had hits for Brashear. Alexa Acton picked up the win for Brashear, limiting Canton to 4 runs. The Canton junior varsity team defeated Brashear's junior varsity team 8-4. The Brashear Tigers visited La Plata Friday night for a conference baseball and softball doubleheader. In the softball game, La Plata led 1-0 after the first inning, but Brashear capitalized on La Plata's errors to post 5 runs in the top of the second. La Plata answered with a run in the bottom of the second and trailed 7-2 at that point. La Plata's big inning came in the 4th as they scored 4 runs to pull within 7-6. But Brashear held La Plata scoreless after the 4th to claim 8-6 conference win. Shelby Salter went 3-4 for Brashear. Mandy Taylor and Allie Garrett were 2-4, with Meredith Thomas also having a hit. During the baseball game, Brashear's defense was strong, but in the second inning, La Plata scored 5 runs. In the 3rd and 4th innings, La Plata was held back by Brashear, but still held the lead 5-1. Hayden Hasman scored for Brashear in the 4th inning. However, La Plata scored 4 runs in the 5th inning and 2 runs in the 6th inning, taking the win 11-1. Hayden Hasman and Nick Bradshaw had the hits for Brashear.
The visiting Lady Tigers from Brashear scored off against the host Lady Tigers in Memphis Monday, September 10, 2012. Scotland County scored 3 runs in the first inning, once in the second, and again in the third to lead 5-0. Brashear's Meredith Thomas singled to lead off the top of the 4th, then 2 batters later, Shelby Salter homered over the left field fence to make the score 5-2. Scotland County answered with 3 runs in the 4th, 2 in the 5th, and 1 in the 6th as they cruised to an 11-2 win. For Brashear, Shelby Salter homered, Mandy Taylor doubled, and Meredith Thomas singled. Alexa Acton got the start for Brashear with Audrey DeBee pitching in relief. The Scotland County JV team defeated Brashear JV 8-4. Brashear and Atlanta played a Tri-County Conference baseball-softball doubleheader Tuesday night in Brashear. Atlanta got on the scoreboard in the top of the first as Katie Baker singled and scored. Brashear didn't take long to answer as Meredith Thomas hit the first pitch in the bottom of the first into right center to reach second base. Ashley Moncrief laid down a sacrifice bunt on the second pitch of the inning, allowing Thomas to race home from second to even the score at 1-1. Thomas gave Brashear a 2-1 lead in the top of the 4th with an inside-the-park homer, but Atlanta scored at the top of the 4th to tie the game at 2-2. Brashear opened up a 10-2 lead in the 5th as Angela McKim reached on an error. Meredith Thomas singled, Alexa Acton singled, Shelby Salter singled, Mandy Taylor doubled, Allie Garrett singled, and Angela McKim singled. Atlanta answered with 4 runs in the 6th, but Brashear added 3 more to win 13-6. Meredith Thomas homered for Brashear, Mandy Taylor doubled with Alexa Acton, Shelby Salter, Allie Garrett, Sydney Sykes, Angela McKim, and Audrey DeBee also having hits. For Atlanta, Dunham tripled with Sam Reed, Katie Baker, Isis Reed, Ashlyn Ross, and Lexi Dysart also having hits. Alexa Acton picked up the win for Brashear, striking out 5. Sam Reed took the loss for Atlanta. In the baseball game, Atlanta scored 1 run in the first, but Brashear answered with a pair of runs on the bottom of the frame as Gabe Thomas and Nick Bradshaw both singled and scored. Atlanta retook the lead 3-2 with a pair of runs in the second, but Brashear tied the game 3-3 with a run on the bottom of the second. From that point on, it was all Atlanta as the Hornets scored 7 runs in the third on their way to a 16-3 win. For Brashear, Nick Bradshaw was 2 for 3 with Hayden Hausman, Gabe Thomas, and Blake Flum also having hits. Nick Bradshaw and Hayden Hausman pitched for Brashear with Marty Haley getting the start for Atlanta.